Alright, we are live. Hello everybody, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all here. How are you doing, my darlings? My dearest darlings. Hello Saga, DMF music? Probably. I had to make a quick run for the bathroom and couldn't mute the game in time before I could come back when I had to start stream, so you probably did. Zula, hello, hello. Glad to have you here. Hello, Relo Fops. Was so busy listening to the archive. I almost forgot this was happening. All good, and I appreciate you all doing that, by the way, because I noticed. I can look at it again here in a second. The hours watched on that has gone up significantly. We're almost at 1,000. So I super appreciate that. Almost 1/4 of the way to monetization. Thank you, everybody. And speaking of monetization, thank you so much, Saga, for the resub. Wee, indeed. Super appreciate your continued support because I need you. You let me keep working and keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hello, Relu. Glad to have you back with us. Welcome. Hello, Dagas, BG, Data Bob. Glad to have you here. All of you, yes. Oh, you plan on bringing it? Oh, binging it. Oh, well, thank you, Saga. Yeah, and there's a new one. Well, new quotation marks. Episode will come out every day for like a while, for probably the next couple months, because I have a lot of content that got removed from my other channel. A lot of content. Lots of content. I'm still uploading it. It's gonna take a while, so yeah, there's a lot there to watch for y'all. On the expansion tier list break down my favorite bit so far. Why did you roll a tank? I like shields. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody's a favorite, I think. But that's the dang honest truth. Why'd you roll a tank? I didn't even know what a tank was. I just like shields. I wish more classes could use shields. So, yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad to be here. Just read that one of my favorite Stranger Things characters is getting an origin story novel. Ooh, that should be interesting. I haven't watched past the first season of Stranger Things. I watched the first season. It was really good. But I just never watched the rest of the seasons. I don't know why I haven't. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't. I need to. I should. Just haven't gotten around to it. Watch the rest. Does it get better? I loved the first season. I watched the whole thing. And I was like, that was great. But like, it felt like it concluded, I think. And that's why I just like, I'm good. I don't know. I need to see more. Oh yeah, I see the alert pop off in Discord. Ah, perfect. I know, isn't that nice? I finally got a working bot to announce my streams. I've had several bots, but they just would not announce my streams properly in Discord, and I got StreamCord. So that it's been a good one so far. And it edits the message when I'm done streaming. It changes it to like I finished streaming, and I'm like, oh, that's super cool. I like it. So it's a good bot. Good bot. Hope it doesn't break. That's why I rolled a Pala and leveled his Prot and Kata. The shield to shield throw, right? We gotta get all Captain America up in here. It's pretty great. Alright. Watch the rest, it gets better and better. Awesome. Do what I do, binge it all in one go. That's mainly probably why I haven't, because that's exactly what I do. I binge. If I'm gonna watch a series, I binge it pretty much for like however long it takes me. Which is not entirely healthy, I understand that, but I can't sleep at night knowing that I don't know what happens. I'm that person. I think that's probably why I don't read books so much anymore. I used to read books a lot. But I have to sit there and read the whole thing because I don't know what happens. I need to know what happens, and it's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. Can't focus on other things, so I have to sit there and read the whole thing in one go. And I don't have time for that. Oh well, what do you do? But anyway, we are back in the thick of it, as the title suggests. More alt prep. I've still got alts to get set up and ready for next week, because starting next Thursday we're going to be leveling for probably like a month straight until I'm done, honestly. So, yeah. I know this is a primary Legacy stream, but my raid team and I nuked Heroic as a Skarn the other day and I wanted to brag. Nice, congrats! No, you're absolutely perfectly fine to brag. I do current contents too, so you're totally fine to brag. Congrats. That's awesome, especially on Heroic. That's definitely good progress, so congratulations, Saga and co. Hey Kraken, help me play, right? I get lib data broker error when installing it. I don't know how to help you with that one, I'm afraid, blog. I don't have that issue. Do I even have lib data broker? I don't even know what that is. I don't know that I can help you with that one, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. But it's been working great for me. Help me play seems totally fine. If anyone else has an idea on what that's about, maybe they can help. You might have to Google that one, I'm afraid. Requires callback handler 1.0? I don't know what that is. I literally have never heard of that. I've not heard of anyone with that issue either. I don't know, man. Did it turn on? It did. Good. I refuse to level another toon because I just want to chill with one character. Totally understandable. Nothing wrong with that. I'm that way with books. Sadly, why I don't read much anymore is there's too many other people who rely on me to do what I do daily. I feel that. If I didn't have to have a job, I would probably just read all the time. I would pick art back up. I used to be an artist. I wanted to be a concept artist for video games, but that didn't go anywhere. But I'm so rusty. But, you know, I have to make money. I have to exist. I have to live. So I can't do the things I want to do. But not that I don't want to do this. I enjoy this. But you know what I mean. I have to do the stuff that makes the money. Thank you. Hi, this is my first time here. What's going on? We are doing some alt prep. Glad to have you here, headphones. How are you doing? Welcome. We are getting some alts prepped with... I need to fix my buttons. Various things. Getting my talent set up, getting my UI fixed, getting war mode turned on, and saving the Darkmoon Fair buff because next Thursday, for NA at least, is a almost month-long 50% XP buff. It's rep 2, and I know people keep asking me to do a rep guide, but I'm like, it's not what I'm going to be working on, so I can't really help you with that one. I don't really grind rep anymore. Kind of swore that one off. I just do passive rep farm, rep gain anymore. I don't really grind it out specifically. No, I've never really been good enough to even attempt Heroic before, and now I'm 6 of 9 on the current raid. Nice! Congrats, that's awesome. I used to raid Heroic a lot. I don't miss it. But it sounds like you have a good guild. I think you've talked about that before, so that's definitely good. Worth a try? Yeah, sorry, blog. Man, I don't know how to fix your problem on that one. I've never heard of that. Hopefully you can figure it out. Maybe try, like move your add-ons folder and like reinstall just the new add-on, just HMP, and see if it's conflicting with something else. Maybe that's also highly possible. I don't know. How many alts do you have to prep? 1,000? It feels like it. It was, what did we look at? 104. Because I'm only doing the level 50s. I'm not prepping the 60s. I'm not doing anyone else lower than 50. I'm only doing level 50s. Because these are old characters from way back when, from like my original leveling guides back in BFA, and then a little bit of my second one in Shadowlands. And because of that, they've been just sitting here collecting dust. That's why they're at all these weird levels, and I can't, like... Because these all used to be 120. These were all max levels back in the day, back in BFA. But with the nerf or whatever, whatever you want to call it, the level scaling, Chromie time introduction, the squish, that's the word! The squish, they were squished down to 50. And then I used level 50 tests for the Shadowlands stuff, but most of them it's like a couple tests here and there. So they're like 52, 53, 54, And I can't use them for anything else. So only they are getting this prep because that's who I'm going to be leveling. And actually getting them up to 60 so I can actually use them for things. That's the plan anyways. So that's what we're doing. Let's see here. Where are we at here? The answer is yes, many. Exactly. I play WoW like it's Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley. Hey, that's the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it. Yeah, I was wondering. I'm amazed by how many ults she has. Somewhere between 200 and 300. Yeah, I'm 295. But it's not necessarily, like, I'm an ultaholic, yes. But I'm ultaholic because of work, if you want to look at it that way. I have this many ults because I make leveling guides. If I did not make leveling guides, and I did not do the zone data testing, I would not have this many ults. That is a fact. I need to switch specs. She's in feral. Balance. Here we go. Let's see. And I thought I was an alcoholic with my 17. You know, kidding. Hello, Lady Daisy. Evening. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Have you done a weekly DF guide, like a weekly troll list? I have not, because I don't even really do that myself. I have, like, some weeklies that I do, but almost none of them are Dragonflight stuff. So, I don't have anything like that for you, I'm afraid. Let's see. Balance. I play the game as in its entirety, not just the new expansion, so I'm not always in new content. In fact, most of the time I'm not. Once you start leveling an extra tune or two for funsies, you kind of get into it. Yeah, you definitely do. Like, I do enjoy leveling a lot. So, you know. They are fantastic. Yes. Where are we at here? A 2.5 round trip, picking up my kids for the weekend, turned into a 6-hour trip because of an accident. Oh no, that's the worst. And no way to get off that highway on a particular stretch. Gross. Gross. I know that feeling. That's always the worst. Well, hopefully you are making it home or have made it home safely. I mean, obviously you did because, you know, you're talking. But you know what I mean. Yeah, last summer XP buff I leveled 8 and that lasted like 2 weeks or something. Yeah, this one lasts for almost a whole month. It's from the 15th of June, so just next Thursday, all the way until the 11th of July. So it's gonna last quite a while. I don't even wait for XP buffs to randomly roll slash level alts. Yeah, I don't either, but I only ever make new alts because of leveling guides, so I mean, you know. There we go. Like, I just recently had to make a new slew of level 10s, because I'm going to need them for the 1 to 61 guide. Yeah, it sounds a little crazy, I know, because of the Chromie time changes they're making in 10.1.5, so I'll hopefully be able to make a guide after that, because Chromie time is in a bit of a mess right now. I don't necessarily level them all to 60 to 70, though. Yeah, I don't either. Only my class mains are the ones that I actually purposely level to 70. I have more than that, of course, because of the leveling guides. But purposely, I don't level them to 70. Just my class mains. After that, it's only my... Let's see, I did this already. That's good. We're good there. After that, it's only my, well, the rest of my ults that I'm not using for leveling tests get bumped up to the 2nd max. That's what I call it. Which is level 60 in this case. Alright, let's get out of here. I like having a few ults in random level brackets to work on days when I just need a chill thing to tinker with in game. Yep, definitely a good idea. Definitely fun. How do you maintain an alt army and collect things in the current and old expansions? Well, that's kind of the funny thing. A lot of people are like, how do you maintain it? I don't. I don't gear. I don't raid. I don't do current Mythic Plus anymore. I don't do current PvP anymore. I am retired from all forms of competitive or group content. And that is why I have the time. Thank you so much. I'm MC Blocks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. And I hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, I don't gear either. Most of my alts stay in their heirlooms. I don't have any reason to get any gear on them. So the only 13 I technically play are my class mains. So I have one of each main class. And then even then, if I'm doing any like major collecting, that's on my main, who is my paladin. My actual main. So in terms of like mass alt grinding, it's pretty rare. Pretty rare when I actually use all of these alts for collecting and stuff. Like I'm definitely gonna start using them when I do what do you call it? Farming raids and things. But even then I might not have to, because I have plenty of characters on my main account. Most of the time my alt accounts are not subbed. So I don't really use them that much. So there's nothing to maintain, honestly. My chat box is down there. That's weird. Get up here. Why are you... Yeah, there, that's strange. I got moved for some reason. Walk. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, that's... I don't. It really is the answer. I don't really maintain them. There's not really anything to do. Personal alts and work alts. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. Not sure if you replied or not, but have you made a weekly chore list for Dragonflight? No, I have not, because I do not have a weekly chore list myself. Like, I have a to-do list, but it's not just for Dragonflight. And even then, I rarely do it. The only time y'all see me actually do my weekly list is here on stream, and I don't do it every week. So, I technically don't really have one. So, no. You made it? Good. Glad to hear that, Lady Daisy. Trips are always a bit rough. I alted hard in Legion and burned myself out for a long while. For now, I'll stick with my Voker and only use alts for quick minor things. I'll also make new Belf characters because the starting area is nostalgic. Yeah, I do love the Belf starting area. Sunstrider Isle is absolutely gorgeous. And I wish other races could do it, but they can do the stuff slightly after in Falcon Wing, but they can't do the Blood Elf spot. That one's specific. I totally understand that. I was healing the first and half of second season M+. I retired 2 weeks ago, and I've just been enjoying collecting and finding new little fun pockets in the game. Isn't it nice? Like, for a lot of folks that enjoy it, I, don't think I'm, like, shitting on you or anything, but man, I do not miss it. I rated hardcore and PvP'd and dungeoned from MoP all the way to the first season of BFA. Hardcore. And I don't like it. Like, I did not enjoy it because I am not naturally competitive. I did it because it was drilled into me that that's how you play endgame. That's how you do this. So I wasn't playing for myself. I am naturally a collector. I like transmog. I like mounts. Stuff like that. Not to say I can't raid. I used to do boosts and went all the way through Mythic and 2s and 3s and PvP. What is this? Balance. No, this is sub. I used to raid lead. Yeah, I knew I grabbed the wrong one. Raid lead back in VoD. We would sell moose carries for HFC. But I didn't really enjoy it. I don't like it. It's not for me. Kasekusu, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much for the follow. I need to delete all these. That's what I need to do. Hello, Miss Latte. How are you doing today? Hello, Dabs. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? I am doing it totally fine. I recently rolled a Goblin Bank alt and figured I would play the OG starter zone since I haven't played a Goblin before. And that starting zone is long, yeah. Yeah, that one, the Pandaren, and the... What's the other one? Worgen are some of the longest. They are absolutely ridiculous. Thank you so much for the sub, Short Jazzy. Really appreciate your support because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much. Did I delete all these? Yes. I imported sub? Yes. Okay, sub. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Oh, good, I'm baking a cake. A pineapple upside down cake. Noise. Tasty, tasty. I cannot stand pineapple myself, but it's one of the few fruits I actually don't like. I don't really have any reason as to why. I just don't like it. It's pretty funny. I've never been boosted other than somewhat overgeared guildies dragging me through low keys. Never paid for any though. Yeah, totally understandable. You're welcome. I love finding good-hearted creators like you. Oh, well, thank you, Short Jazzy. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. I'm MC Blocks for the sub. Super appreciate your support because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. So, thank you. Y'all are literally my life support. Thank you so much. This character needs heirlooms. I need some loomies. That's how old this character is. He doesn't even have heirlooms on. He's still in BFA gear. This character is still in BFA gear. Yep, let's see. That's how long it's been since I've actually used these characters. There we go. Get that on. Pants. Chest. Dagger. Dagger. Ring. Ring. Neck. Trinket. Trinket. I have to do it that way or I end up missing one. There we go. I also played the Worgen starter recently. I do love the Worgen starter. That one's fun. I mean, I love all the starters, honestly, but, you know, some of them are really long. It's a little ridiculous. The thing about pineapple for me, it tastes good at the start, but after the taste is garbage, so I avoid it. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. Alright. Let's get over to... Let's see, did I set him up right? Oops. No, I don't want sticky keys. Get out of here. Why does that thing even exist? Macros. I did not. Maybe I did. I don't recall. Here we go. And that one. That looks better. Okay. I've been experimenting with gold making lately, so that's been the cause for a few alts here and there. Nice. Totally understandable. Hopefully that works out. Hello, big pleb hunter. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? Hello, Bickstrom. Hopefully I'm saying your name properly. What's my favorite mount? I honestly don't really have one. I collect pretty much all the mounts, and I don't ever really ride one of them specifically. Like, you're gonna see a lot of the Cindermane Charger, but that's just because that's what's on my macro by default right now. But that doesn't mean it's my favorite, and I'm just too lazy to change mounts on my alts right now. Because I have so many of them. Trying to make sure I get them all before the buff disappears tomorrow night. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be the bird mounts. Oh, I need to fix my tracking. Like the Solar Spirehawk, the Spellwing, and the Stormwing, if they ever put that one in as a mount. Just kind of sitting there in the background all epic like. One day. So, probably those. But actually, I don't think I even have a character that rides the Stormwing. I don't know, I don't really have one. There we go, let me fix this here. There we go. Get rid of that. We want the Innkeeper. There we go. They reset all of our map tracking at the start of Dragonflight. So I have to fix that on all of my characters because it's not account-wide and it drives me nuts. There we go. We'll see. One of the fun things is to roll a tune of the opposite faction of what the realm mostly is and then run around and buy cheap stuff off vendors and put the auction on the auction house for Mog. That's funny. So Horde Heavy Realms, I roll a random alliance on, and then just spend like 3 to 4 gold on vendor mug. Well, that's a smart idea. Hopefully it works out. Clink. Clinky indeed. You're gonna hear that in every stream, Click. I don't know why it bothers you. I'm just stirring my drink. Here, I'll get crazy for you. Oh no! Clinkage! Don't mind me, I'm a brat when I want to be. You will hear the clink and you will like it. Ha ha! All the clinkage. Yes. Oh, I didn't want 2 of those. Oh well. Latte ASMR. Exactly. Exactly. That's funny. I love it. Hello, Pokepaws. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Glad to have you here as always, my dear. Okay. Buff, he's good. Off we go. Young Kraken in the building. What it do? Hello, Dennis. Welcome back. Glad to see you here again. We are doing more alt prep. I know, real exciting. But I gotta make sure I get all these alts ready. We only have an account and a half left. So this one, and it's not all the alts, it's just the 50s. So we're already on rogues on this one, so we're almost done here. Let's see. Here's another 50. So I'm doing good. How are you? I am doing fine, Pokepaws. Thank you for asking. Doing fantabulous. Just drinking my delicious ginger bone broth. It's absolutely yummy. Driving Keck mad with a little bit of clinky clinks. Yeah. Doing more alt cleanup. Alt prep. Preparation. I can quit whenever, to be honest. It's NBD cracking under alcoholism. If it was real alcoholism, I technically wouldn't have this many alts, but I actually have this many alts because of you. It's all of your guys' fault. Because you want leveling guides. So I make them. And unfortunately for me, the leveling guides are the best viewed things on my channel. So that's what gets made. Drinking a food, very funny. I mean, I guess. Technically? I mean, do you want to consider... I guess drinks could be considered food if you want. Bone broth is liquid. So, you know. It's delicious. I have to stir it. Because it, you know, it's bone broth. It settles down to the bottom. It's got turmeric and stuff in it too. So if you don't stir it once in a while, it just disintegrates onto the bottom. It doesn't like, it doesn't stay, you know, mixed. So, gotta stir it. Get the other one on. There we go. Really wish all 3 rogue specs could use all the one-handed weapons and it wasn't. And that assassin and sub weren't limited to just frickin' daggers, but whatever. Maybe one day. There we go. But yeah, so whenever you go, wow, Kraken has way too many alts, you can look in the mirror and go, I did this. I did this to her. Yes. Maybe a 2-handed sword samurai rogue spec. That'd be kind of cool, but we kind of already have that with warrior. You can kind of do that there. You can go arms. I always thought that limitation on the rogue specs was silly. Yeah, agreed. Same. Same. Especially since we can't mog it into other weapons. Like, I would love to use my my sabers on this guy. My rapiers, but no. I cannot. Let's see here. Did I delete all of his thingies? I believe I did. Check the macros again. Yep. Okay. So, import. Did I import sub? No, I didn't. Subtlety. Subtlety is probably the weirdest spelled word, I swear. We do not say it like how it's spelled. Subtlety. Oh, well. Yeah, stretch. So yeah, this is what we're doing for a bit. Y'all, grab a hot drink, grab a cold drink, whatever the opposite of your current temperature is. Grab a blankie if you can, get snuggled up, chillax. And we're gonna do some alt prep together. Real exciting, I know, but it needs to be done. It must be done, Jim. There we go. Perfect. Okay, are his other heirlooms good? Yep. Smog my ugly heirloom daggers here. Let's see. What do we got? We could do... That's a big one. Ah, that one's got tentacles on it. I don't know how effective a tentacle-covered dagger would be, but it's kind of awesome. I'll use it. Why not? Not his main weapons anyways, but he is a pirate, so... yeah, we'll go with that. I'll take it. I wrote a subtlety. Subtlety. For a decade. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that it is a weird word that you really, like, if you don't spell it frequently, you really have to kind of think about it. It's subtle T. It's so... I have to, like, think it as I try to write it, because it's a weird word. Why do we have weird words like this? Subtlety. 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 That's honestly adorable, Dennis. I like it. Yeah, so I take it you were done with the Clinky ASMR? I'm done with it? I mean, no. If it bothers you that much, I mean, I can not drink it, I guess, during stream, but... I mean, I would like to. I need to stay lubed. There we go. Poison snake, no need to add poison manually. True, that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, do I need to fix his tracking thingies? Probably. Let's look. Sexy map buttons. Trivial dig sites. Here we go. Okay. Yep. Need to fix it. There we go. Let's see. Okay. So he's good. We can now go get the buff. What do you think of the best class is overall Druid? Oh, I don't have an opinion on that, honestly. I have my favorite classes, but the best class is going to vary from person to person because all of them are good, in my opinion. None of them are better than the other. They're all just better at certain things. Depends on what you play. What you do, like, you know, what you do in the game. So, that's my answer. I want to make alts for the last 4 specs so I don't have to, wow, I'm sorry over. I want to make alts for the last 4 specs I don't have, so Beastmaster, Hunter, Assassination Rogue, Arcane Mage, and Affliction Warlock. I'm just not sure what race to put to each class and which pets I want for the Hunter. Totally understandable. Well, the nice thing, too, about all of those, especially with Warlock in the next patch here in 10.1.5, all of the races will be able to do all 4 of those classes. So, the world's your oyster on that one, which is pretty nice. Subtlety. It almost sounds French. I'd go for it. No, don't stop that ASMR. Drink more of it. Louder. I was joking. Slurp it too. Ah, come on, you guys. Errands to run. Have a good stream. We'll catch the rest later. See you later, Zula. Thank you for popping in. Always love when you're here. Have a good time with your errands. Hey, be glad I don't eat during stream. I just drink. I gotta drink during stream. or I'd probably lose my voice. I have a very, very sensitive voice. It's absolutely frustrating. I even have to do warm-ups before a stream because if I don't, I have no voice. I'm like, hi everybody, my voice is dying. The alt class, yes. Not gonna lie, I like the clinky. Ah, well, I'm glad. I try not to do it too much because I know it is kind of loud, but you know. Okay, not that one, but this one. I get that. My voice starts to go if I talk too much. Yeah, it's same. Like, that's one of the reasons I try to stick to the 2 hours. Because if I do like those 4 and 5 hour streams, I start feeling it in my throat. Even if I'm drinking a lot, even if I'm, sucking on whatever you want to call it, cough drops. You know, the good ones that like help soften your throat and stuff. It didn't matter. I have a very sensitive voice. And it's really frustrating. Okay. Turn all these on. We need to import wind. So I'm on a monkey monk. There we go. Wind. When I used to stream, I'd feel it even just chatting to myself. Yep, I feel that. And the real annoying part too is I used to have jobs where I had to talk a lot. And it was really frustrating. Because toward the end of the middle end of the day, my voice would just start going out. And they're like, are you sick? Are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm fine. I've just been talking for like 8 hours straight. My voice is going out. And I'm gonna do it all over again the next day. Yeah, it was, not ideal. Okay, her heirlooms are good, so... Oh, I need to turn the thingies off. Doot 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 doot. Oh, same, my retail job, I'd get so tired. Oh yeah, especially when it's people that, like, you don't really want to talk to them. Like, in a retail job. It's just great. Hi, Kraken. I'm so glad to finally catch your stream. Well, hello, a spooky ghosty. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm glad you were able to come too. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're just doing some alt maintenance / prep for the leveling buff starting next week. Want to make sure all of these alts are ready for me. I missed one. Because we got a lot of leveling to do. I need to get all of my 50s to 60, because they are useless as they are right now. Can't do anything with them. I can't use them for testing. I can't use them for Dragonflight stuff if I wanted. So, you know. Gotta catch them up. It's time. They're all old alts from, like, BFA and early Shadowlands. I've watched your videos a long time, but I didn't know you had a Twitch too. Yep, I started back in November. So I'm still relatively new to the Twitch scene. Still relatively new, so... Aren't you done with the prep? I wish. I still have the rest of this account and one more account after this to do. So, close. Close. That's all I've done for like the past 3 days. Because I was doing this even before I made the video on it. Alright. She's good. To storm when we go. Apple cider on a hot summer's day is... Well, hopefully it's not too hot. Don't want you passing out unless you're doing cold apple cider. Usually when I do apple cider, it's hot. And it's got like cinnamon and cream and stuff in it, so it's delicious. What is this? Oh, it's Colterin. I don't need that right now. Multi-account sheets. How many else? Well, currently I have 295, but it's because I have to do leveling guides. If you've seen any of my leveling guides, or if you'd like to check out the zone data for crummy time on my spreadsheets, that's why I have so many else. I can't do the leveling guides without testing, because that wouldn't be a good content creator of me, in my opinion, if you don't test your own work. So, there you go. 85-ish Fahrenheit, I believe. Ugh, gross. That's way too hot. In the early mid 80s, I start getting woozy. It's too much. That's crazy. So much to keep track of. I have a hard time with a couple. I'll give you props. Well, thank you. The spreadsheets definitely help, but honestly, like, I don't raid or do Mythic Plus or do PvP anymore. I only do leveling, collecting, story. So I don't gear anymore either. So there's not really anything to like keep track of besides a few things, like, you know, what alt's on what's account, what class they are and all that, and like if they've opened their garrison or not type of stuff. That's about it. Those spreadsheets also have everything I track as well, if you're curious. There we go. Perfect. I get grouchy over 70. Totally understandable. Yeah, like, I can handle... I honestly prefer it in the 60s. Like, 60s, early 70s, I'm okay. Anything higher than that, I start getting uncomfortable. If you're rather new to collecting, where do you start off? Honestly, and it's probably not a very good answer or the one you want, but wherever you want to start. WoW is an old game now. It has 18 plus years of content. Even with the removed stuff, there's honestly very little has been removed. You know, barring the quests and such from pre-cata, but there's a lot in game. It's just, honestly, I would say to focus on what you like the most about collecting. Like, is it MOG, is it mounts, is it pets, titles, alts, and then look into how to get all that kind of stuff. So you can start wherever you want, frankly. That's honestly how I play. I'm just gonna do whatever I want. So, you know. It is 81 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm expecting a thunderstorm. Oof, that's gonna get muggy real quick. That is gonna get muggy. 18 years and still bussin'. Exactly. I freaking love WoW so much. You and me both, Dennis. That's why I keep playing. That's why I'm still here. Looks like I like to tell people. I'll keep playing until WoW dies, or I do. So, I'm thinking it might be the latter at this point. Inside my house is 3 degrees warmer than inside than out. Ew, that's not fun. We're almost done with this count. We're on Demon Hunters now. Sag? Why Sag? Oh, stretch. Alright, let's see here. So this is a Demon Hunter, and I need to be in Havoc. I want to level as Havoc. Usually do Vengeance, but I want to do Havoc. Okay. Death of WoW and people. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I know. I feel that. I know a few, or new, I guess, past tense. A few players and content creators that have died over the years, too. But that's what happens when a game is around long enough to be able to do that. You see people come and go. That's a sad reality of life, unfortunately. Okay, let's get this boy out. He's still... Is this all BFA gear? Yep. He's still in his BFA gear. Thank you so much for the sub, a spooky ghosty. Thank you so much for your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. So thank you! Appreciate it. Imagine the day. Havoc is fun? Yeah, Havoc is fun. I love it. Imagine the day WoW Realms turns off and everything we collected is gone. I honestly don't know if that'll ever happen, because Blizzard itself, I think, would have to fold. They have other games, sure, but if you think about a lot of the other major games, they're Activision games, not Blizzard. Like Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft. I mean, besides like Overwatch, I guess Hearthstone. Does WoW really... Does Blizzard... Like, they have other games, but... You know what I mean. It'd be It's their moneymaker, one of their moneymakers on their end. So it would be honestly stupid of them to shut it down, because they'd be missing a leg, if you will. It'd turn into a 3-legged table. So, you know. Hello, Bard. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. I remember watching Total Biscuit stuff. Yes, Total Biscuit. Who's another one? Starts with an H, not Harldan. Thank you so much, Lady Daisy, for the sub. Super appreciate your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. I don't know why it sounds off twice sometimes, but it does. I wonder if it's for resubs. It sounds twice for resubs. Interesting. That's fine. Shoot, what was his name? Now I'm going crazy. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? He mained a paladin. Starts with an H. He used to make guides. Gosh, I don't remember. Now I feel bad. It's been so long now. Oh well. Thank you so much, Slugoo, for the sub. Super appreciate your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working and doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much. Why is this not pulling over my abilities? I'm getting sus here. What's going on? Did I not? No, they're there. It's just not pulling them in. Maybe I'm just not high enough for them. Thank you so much for the follow. Hertruce for the follow. I messed up that line. Super appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoy your stay. Not Hiru. No, he's not dead. Not Hiru. Gosh. I don't remember now. It's been a long time. Oh well, it's okay. Used to watch his channel a lot. That's away. Where are we at here? Even the original League 2 servers are still online. They are indeed, yes, which is pretty cool. Don't say that out loud. Exactly. Let me catch up with chat here. I heard Overwatch isn't doing so well. Yeah, that's what I heard, but I know it's partly because they... something about not doing the PvE direction for Overwatch 2 or something. I don't really keep up on it myself, so... Oh! I'm dumb, I know why it's not working. I didn't import the thing, so it can't import all my abilities because I have the... wrong stuff. Where's Havoc? Hold on, that's why I'm dumb. There we go. Havoc! Would help if I had the right talents. There we go. Oh. Who was that prop paladin who did dungeon carries and raw gold farms in TBC? I'm not sure. I know. No, actually I don't know. I don't know anything. Never mind. I'm not sure. Haven! Thank you! Yes! You guys nailed it. That's who we were talking about. I was talking about Haven. I knew it was an H. It's been a long time now. Thank you. But yes. I knew Haven back in the day. It's just been so long. There we go. So, it's sad. But that's the cold reality of WoW. It's been around so long. People are gonna start dying. What are we talking about? Don't worry about it, Dabs. Was it here? No. Let's see. I uninstalled Overwatch as soon as I heard the cut PvE. Aw, rip. Totally understand, though. Yeah, I haven't played Overwatch since it came out. I played it for a little bit, but I don't really care for that style of game myself. So I didn't really have any interest in doing it. Overwatch canceling its PvE content has damaged its credibility as something more than a Fortnite clone. Oh no, rip. Overwatch had PvE? I thought it was just a PvP Zerg fest. It would've, from what I heard, it was going to. But it doesn't, technically. Because it got canceled, I guess. Which I'm surprised, because that was a large draw, and I only know about it because I was actually considering playing it if it had a PvE mode. Because I like the characters. They're very interesting. I love watching their little, like, the little cinematic movies about them. They're very interesting characters, but I don't like PvP, so, or FPSs, or anything of that genre, or battle royales, or anything of that similar nature, you know? Same, I would have loved to play PvE. Yep, that would have been fun. Oh well, it's okay. 'Tis what it is. There we go. Okay. Neck, I need trinkets. Well, Overwatch came out before Fortnite, so it wasn't a clone, but it was very lame of them to cancel PvE. Did it really come out before Fortnite? I think it did, yeah, you're right. Because we're on Overwatch 2 now? I don't know why they made a second one, but... Yeah. There we go. I don't know. I don't keep up on Overwatch. So I'm definitely not the right person to talk to about information on that one. Okay, he's got all the right stuff now. Let's get him remogged. Enter all this old BFA gear, because that's how old this character is. Honestly, Blizzard could do something good with Overwatch if they gave it the same treatment that Riot gave League with Arcane. Oh yeah? Well, hopefully they do at some point. Okay. So he's got that. Put that in the bank. His stuff is set up, mostly. Doesn't have some of his abilities, but that's okay. Because I'm not high level enough. When I watched Arcane, all I could think was where was my WoW show like this? That's funny. I haven't seen Arcane myself, but I don't watch a whole lot of shows anymore, honestly. I don't really have time for it. Let's see. I need to turn that, yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Do I need to fix my tracking? I do. Sexy map. Buttons. Tracking. Time to clean up the map. There we go. I like that we can track so many different things with the minimap now, but still. Wish they didn't reset it. Overwatch may have come out before Fortnite, but Overwatch 2 did not, and the changes they made shifted it from the game it was into something very much like Fortnite. Totally understandable. Alright. Tasty. Tasty drink. Okie dokie, here we come. Getting this salt where he needs to be. We're getting there. Oh, stretchies. We're almost done with this account. And I don't think I have that many on my last account, my 8th account, because it's fairly new. I kicked up an 8th account for the new Recruit a Friend stuff because apparently if you have Recruit a Friend accounts from the previous Recruit a Friend, they don't count for the new one. So that's BS. Like, alright, glad I had room for one more account. Jeez, thanks Blizzard. Sorry I was a bit AFK there. Have you wanted attention? Brab you with coffee. You're totally fine, Saga. I'm thinking about getting some coffee myself here shortly. Sounds kind of good. I haven't had any yet today. But I'm only half done with my bone broth, so... All good. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. It's just more alt prep. Okay, and this character is good. Next, my other demon hunter. Bone broth is delicious. It is indeed, especially this one. It's ramen flavored, so it's really good. Beef ramen. And then I put turmeric and fresh sliced ginger and lime and coconut powder, and a couple other things that I can't remember at the moment. All in it, so it's really good. Here's another character that's still in BFA gear. This is what happens when you have a lot of old alts. He's also still in Vengeance. Havoc. I mostly enjoy chicken bone broth. Yeah, beef is my favorite. I like the beef stuff. Beef. I was the last of my friend group to join WoW, so I've got no one to recruit. I feel that. That's why I recruited myself. Which, if you like, I do have a video guide on how to do that, and it does still work. I just use it again myself. Check out... Do I have RAF in here? I do! There's the link if you want to check it out, because that's the old one, but it still works the same. The process is the same. And I know it works, I can confirm it, so I just did it again somewhat recently with my account for it. You can only do one. You don't have to do 6 like I show in that one. I just did one. Okay, Havoc. I need to import it. Havoc. You prepped the best ramen bone broth. I did indeed. It's delicious. In fact, if I was like making a broth for ramen, I would probably use this. Because it's just delicious. That's why I like drinking it. And it's like a meal. And it's good for me. Butter. That's the other thing I put in it. A little bit of butter. Because my body has a hard time breaking down collagen. But I really need it because of some skin conditions. And I have not enough joint fluid. So I get really creaky and stiff. Like, it's not arthritis. It's a weird thing that I have. And to help that, you consume collagen. But my body also doesn't process it very well. But if you put other fats and things like butter or something in with it, it's digest it easier. So I put a little piece of butter in it. Not a stick, just a slice. And it tastes good too. So it works out. So that's delicious. So kind of like a coconutty faux broth. Yeah, exactly. It's very like ramen pho type of, like, you don't really taste the coconut. The coconut powder is very, very mild. I don't remember. It has some sort of vitamin stuff in with it. It's basically health in a mug is what I'm drinking. Because it helps me with my various issues. Oh yes, the joys of chronic illnesses, right? Like, nothing that's like gonna kill me or anything. It's just minor annoyances, but it's stuff that, like, if I don't, take care of myself now, when I get old, it will catch up with me in a bad way. So, life. But that's okay. It tastes delicious, and I actually look forward to it every morning. I call it soup. I'm like, soup time. It's soup. So it's really good. Definitely recommend it. There we go. Okay, we got all those. He needs heirlooms. Loom, 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 loom. So I think I'm going with Human Arcane, Elf Assassin, Nightborn Afflict, and Goblin Beast. Hey, that sounds good to me. Sounds like a good set of combos there. And for Nelf, too, you kind of get triple vanish because of your Shadow Meld. So, that's definitely handy. Shadow Meld for the win, man. Get on hood, cloak, chest, pants, sword. We need glaive heirlooms. That's what we need. I still have my legendary on. That's something I need to do. I guess now that I'll have logged into everybody, I need to see who has that cloak. Because I have the randomest characters that apparently have my legendary cloak from BFA. And I'm like, I don't remember doing that quest line on so many characters. But apparently I did. So, I need to do that at some point. Let's see. Ring. Get all this on. Okay, did I get everything? Missing the chest, apparently. Where's the chest? Chest, there it is. Ramen-based broth kind of is a soup, though. It really is. It's basically soup. It's delicious. Get it on? Excellent. It's just ramen or pho without the noodles. Okay. And Mog, you don't have a set. Oh, yes, I do. Ah, I don't have the pants. Right. I remember this character now. I don't have the I don't have a lot of what he needs. Well, that's fine. We'll just kind of do one on the spot. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's pick different set of shoulders that don't look ridiculous. I don't like those pants. It makes his butt look weird. There we go. That matches a little better. Belt. 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 That's kind of cool. Color's a little off, but I don't really care. That works. Glaives. Let's pick some glaives. Ooh. Shiny. I'll go with those. Glaives. Bam. That's how I make my sets. Just like that. Okay, over to the back. Anyway, coconut smells and tastes like sweaty socks to me, so it's weird and not good. Oh no! Yeah, I love coconut. Coconut is one of my favorite flavors. I even put coconut in my coffee. I have this sugar-free coconut syrup from Tarani. I need to get more. I don't have any right now, but it's so good. White chocolate coconut is my absolute favorite latte. Well, I guess it'd be a mocha, technically. It's chocolate. I think the tooltip will show who has it if you hover over the cloak. It will indeed, except I am across multiple accounts. Whoops. Right. Oh, I also need to redo my thingies. So I have to use Altaholic for that / log into every single account. Which is fine. It's not, I'm not in a hurry on any of that. I don't even really need to track it honestly, just because there's really nothing I need from the 8.3 stuff. I'm pretty much done with that. There we go. Okay. Back to Orgrimmar. Orgrimmar. Get in the portal, please. Thank you. Stir up my drink here. For the herd. For the herd. Okay, he's got his abilities. I need to turn all these off. There we go. He's kind of mugged. It works. He's got everything, at least that he can learn now. I did his talents. We've got war mode. Ah, I need to turn on his buffs. This character hasn't been on in a while. There we go. We use the blizzard buffs now. We don't want them disabled. There it is. Dark Moon Fair, please. So we can get that boof. Boof, 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 boof. Perfect. Excellente. Okay. Slowly but surely getting through all my alts. You had like 104 to do. Yeah. A little crazy. Okay. grab my tickets. Latte-Kyotos? Oh, right, I don't fit under that. Oh, when people say they like coconut, I'm like, you like locker room smells? Yeah, see, that doesn't smell like locker room at all. It's like sweet. Like, I don't know what kind of coconut you're smelling. Man, you must have some bad coconut. Because it smells sweet and sugary and creamy. It's almost like vanilla, honestly. It's very similar. Do you like vanilla? Because it smells pretty similar to vanilla. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Caught me mid-drink. I was just thinking that, Saga. I was like, do you like cilantro? Like, you love vanilla? Huh, that's so funny that it's so different for you then. So those are quite similar in type of smell. Okay, we just got 1, 2, 3, 4 left on this account, then we can move on. Excellent. Cilantro is yummy. Huh. Yeah, that is interesting. Huh, well, hey. At least cilantro doesn't taste like soap to you. I hear that from a lot. I don't hate cilantro. I don't mind it. I like... there is a distinction. I like fresh cilantro that I grow in my herb garden. I don't like the stuff that comes from the store, because that stuff is rancid by comparison. So, there's a difference. I don't grow my own coconuts, though, unfortunately. Totally would if I probably could. If I ever got around to getting a greenhouse up, but... Let's see. Okay, so I'm already in Arcane. Let's load in... Arcane. Arc. There we go. Hello, Buggy. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? Oh, bamboo shoots taste like air freshener you hang in the car for me. Bamboo shoots? I mean, they don't have a lot of flavor, to be honest, but still. That's so weird. So many everyone's taste buds are so different. Bodies are weird. To be fair, I can't drink sodas made in a soda stream. It tastes like soap to me. It's some additive in the CO2 that causes it to, apparently. Huh. Interesting. Well, yeah, bodies are weird. Best answer. Good, and you? I am absolutely fine. Thank you for asking. Just getting more alt set up here. Alright, I need to delete all my macros first. Getting prepared for next week, because starting next Thursday, we are going to slap down some leveling. Let me tell you. It's going to be fabulous. Okay. And let me fix the macros. Yes. 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 And yes. Don't need to fix that one, so we're good there. Okay. Excellent, excellent. I don't need deep home pots because I'm a mage. And... I have heirlooms on? No. He also still has BFA gear on. Yeah, we're digging into my old characters. There we go. Helm, shoulder, cloak, chest, robe, staff, ring, neck, drink. Okay, is that everything? Yes. How do you get many people saying let loose the Kraken to you? Not many, no. It's kind of just Ib and like one other person in my Discord that ever really says it. Release the Kraken! It's pretty funny. I literally wish I could hibernate until the buff was active. I feel that. I have a lot of work to do to prepare for it, but still, yeah, absolutely. Yo, Kraken, any 10.15 release predictions next week, in a month longer? I don't know, Either between now and July. I mean, depends on when they get around to it. Don't really have too many... I don't usually bother with predictions, to be honest. Not anymore, anyways. But my guess would have been sometime here in the middle of this month, because the Kalimdor races are scheduled for the 15th of June, which is really weird. That's also when the buff is going to be here. That's also the day after the Diablo 4 event ends, and it's also a couple days after, same week that the Catalyst goes live, and it's the same week that, just before the same week, the last wing of Raid Finder goes live. A lot is happening in the next week. But, I don't know, because the 10.1.5 looks pretty hefty. And even though it's being thoroughly tested on the PTR, I mean, it could be in July, who knows. Let loose the Kraken, exactly. Imagine if they do the 50% XP and the patch. That would be pretty awesome. Especially since it would give them a chance to get their Chromie time stuff done. But I don't know. That would be so hype. I don't know if the time they have to finish the patch until then. Yeah, I don't know. It's from what I've heard, it's a pretty beefy patch, so it's pretty hefty. Alright, so we got that. Let's get over to Darkmoon Fair. Go get my boof. This is not the mount this character should be riding, but I don't really care. I don't have time to pick all the mounts right now. They'll just deal with what we got. Thank you so much, Letargos, for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, honestly, in terms of non-raid content, this could easily be a 10 too. It really could. Like, I mean, even a big old mega dungeon and like rifts or something are coming. I haven't really looked into it too much besides like Warlock class and Chromie time changes. You can tell what I'm mostly interested in. I am bummed though that apparently the Infinite Dragon skin color that we're getting for our drakes, for our dragon riding mounts, apparently comes from... Did it say the raid or the dungeon? I think it said it comes from the dungeon, which is... I get it, but disappointing for me. Just because that means I'm gonna now have to buy a carry to be able to get the infinite recolor skin. So I'm kind of annoyed about that, but you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, there we go. Now I can turn that off. There we go. Okay. Now we can get my boof. Does he have Ouroboros in his thingy? No, I'm not high enough because you have to be 52 for it. That's fine. That's why I have the generator. Oh, does the DMF buff stay even if you log into the tune with it after DMF is over for the month? It does indeed, but it will, like if you log into that tune after it's over, the timer resumes, so you'll lose time. That's why I recommend not logging into them until it's time to use your buff. Because it only lasts 60 minutes and you can't refresh it when the Darkmoon Fair isn't here. So. New spec, new old Nax mods, new gearing system, racing, old world, other stuff. Plus, Warlocks. We're getting Warlocks for the remaining races, which is pretty awesome. 12, 60, 60, 53. Here we go. There's a lot of things coming. It's pretty impressive. The dungeon should go heroic in the next patch over. It certainly will, but knowing my luck, the skin either won't drop from heroic or it will be a stupidly low chance. Kind of like what they did with the legendary for evokers. It can drop in... See, I need to switch to shadow. LFR, but a fraction of the percentage chance of normal and higher. And there's a lot of people I know that still haven't gotten their evoker legendary despite them rating normal and heroic on multiple evokers every week. Because the drop rate is really, really low, apparently. So, that's a thing. That's a thing. So I'm like, ah, lovely. But, you know, whatever. What level do you have to complete the dungeon at to get the skin? What level? Well, you'd have to be level 70. You can't... It's a... Usually the mega dungeons are mythic only, and then they go heroic in the following patch and split it up into 2 pieces. But you still, if I recall, I don't think you could do them while leveling. They are a max level only dungeon unless they change that, which is possible. Where? There it is. There we go. I also don't need this. Oh, that's BOP, that's why I have it. Oh, that's fine. And grab that. Okay. Let's get this guy set up here. Set these up. And that. And these. Shadow. Okay, we need to import shadow. Import. Shadow. There we go. Breaks over back to raid. Well, good luck, Jerry. Hope your raid goes good. I hate that the Evoker Legendary is a one-hander because most of the offhand bogs are not good. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they made it like a one-hand, or at least didn't do what they did for Feral and Guardian back in Legion, where the artifact, like, they can't technically dual wield, but they put it on both hands. It's visually, it covers both slots, which I think is really cool. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that, but it's whatever. Especially since you can't see it on, like, it doesn't sit on your hip or anything. Fist weapons don't show... Oh, I need to delete all these. These are old. Fist weapons don't show anywhere when you unsheathe them. They just vanish for some reason. So, like, they don't stay on your hand. It's a little weird. So, I don't know. I thought it was kind of an odd choice. But, I guess, have they ever done a legendary fist weapon before? Maybe that was their thinking. They wanted to do something new, I guess. Try to be unique. So, I get it. Okay, unlock. There we go. Be this one. This one. That one. That one. This one. That one. And that one. Okay. So he's now... Let's see. Yep. Booms are good. He's good. Okay. The buff of experiences for all content you do, like World Quests and BFA. I don't think you get... Do you get experience from BFA World Quests? I don't think you get experience from BFA World Quests, or Legion ones, unless you're doing the invasion specifically. So if you're referring to, like, the assaults, then yeah. The 50% buff is... It covers everything. So wherever you're gonna gain experience, it's increased by 50%. But I don't think the base BFA World Quests give XP. I wish they did. I want to catch up rep with my main. Oh, you're talking about... Okay, buff you said experience, but rep, yes. Rep, yes, that'll be from every source. The buff says all sources, all rep except Niffin. So, there you go. There we go. Okay, my tracking. Get rid of that. And there we go. Okay. What? Why is my secondary... What's going on with some of my windows on some of these characters? I have these weird random windows that aren't mine, and like these my secondary ones being moved. What's that about? That's very strange. Blizzard, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. We'll get this guy over to get his buff and hearth him, and then we will take a short break so I can go make a coffee. I haven't made one yet. Whee! Alright. Doot, 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 doot. Hello, ma'am. Give me a bunch of tickets, please. There we go. Oh, yeah. My holy transmog looks cool, all shadowy. Love it. All spooky. Alright, he's got his boof. A hearth and we go. Off to Oribos. Doodly doodly dee. Cookies! Are you getting cookies? Alright. So he's good. That means the last two are warlocks. Okay, so we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna go make me a coffee. And probably go to the bathroom too. It's about that time. Yes! Excellent. Cookies are delicious. Did I not put that on top? Oh, I see. Refresh. Thank you. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. Got me a coffee, and I put on a robe too. It started raining outside and it got kind of cold. It dropped into the low 60s, so. Brr. I'm gonna tank in some shorts because it's been hot. Now it's cold. Oregon. Oh, thank you, Bard. Welcome back to you and anyone else as well if you went and took a little break too. Okay, so last two on this account. We're almost done with this account at least. It's cold and rainy here as well. Nice. Yep. Too early? Is it too soon? Too early for rain? I think it's never too early for rain. I love the rain. There we go. Okay, so he's all good in that department. I need to switch specs. Right, he's in distraction. I'm gonna go a flick. Just because I didn't bother setting up multiple specs for now. I just picked my favorites, and we'll call it good enough. I technically play all specs, but I do have my favorites for leveling. Although I level everything, but in this case, I didn't have the time to set up all 38 specs. So. Okay, so let's get that. And this. Okay. And turn on those. I need to copy over a flick. Not unlock, just get rid of this weird chat 5 that exists. A flick. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Glowy, glowy, glowy. I really love the new talent system. I hope they bring back more stuff instead of just deleting talents. Just add them back in as options, please. But, you know. Still, they're gonna do what they do, I guess. Okay, use and turn this off. Talents. Macros. Get that. Whoops. Cancel that. Here we go. Need that one, that one. We do want that. And that doesn't need to change. Okay. Heirlooms are good, right? Right. Bag. Gliders. Few pots. His abilities are good. Okay. Excellent. Oof. Big mount. I forgot that's what I had saved to that macro. Here we go. Off the Stormwind. Stormwind. For the Alliance. Roar. Alright. I probably need to Mog. He has the wrong boots on. Wrong boots. There we go. That looks better. That's the correct boots. I was like, your feet look tiny. What's going on here? There we go. Now we're good. Excellent. Okay. To the Darkmoon Fair we go. Because Darkmoon Fair is almost gone. It ends tomorrow night for me. So, want to make sure that everybody is ready. Because if I get through all of my 50s, and I have time to set up some 60s that I need to level, then I will look into that as well. Because any character that's higher than 61, I will probably get to 70. Because if they're higher than 60, well, probably just 61 or higher, I guess. I'll get to 70 because, if they're not a flat level bracket, I can't use them for leveling tests. Because the first 3 levels of every bracket, which is roughly every 10, but some of them blend a little bit, scale differently than the remaining 7 of a 10 bracket. And those can be important, and they can make or break a zone, honestly. So I have to be very choosy with who I use for leveling tests. Hat. Carousel's making the Hearthstone thingy spin. That's funny. Kinda cool though. Perfect. Alright. That one's done. Next! And last one on this account. Perfect. Excellente. Alright. And I don't recall how many I have. I know I transferred a few to that. Yep, this one doesn't have any heirlooms either. He's all in BFA gear. Oof, old characters, man. I don't know how many 50s I have on the other account, but that's okay. Okay, so you're already in Affliction, but you need the thingy. Import, whoops. A flick. Quick errand, so made it back in time to catch the last bit of stream at least. Yay, character on the last character on that account. Yes, welcome back, Zula. Glad to have you back. We still have half an hour-ish. So, you good, you good. You made it back in plenty of time. And yes, it's the last character on this account. I just have one more account after this, and I don't think I have as many on that account. I don't recall. Okay, I need to delete my macros. Yep. You still got all the oldie moldy stuff. Here we go. Okay. Grab your bank stuff while I'm thinking about it. Gliders. Debone pots. Okay, and you need heirlooms. Helm, shoulder, cloak, chest, pants, staff, ring, neck, trinket. Okay. Put all that on. Excellente. Remog. My staff. Must have been set to Legion Artifact. Very possibly before that was even a thing. For use across non-specs. Oh, I'll just stick to the one he had. I like that one. It looks happy. It's like, aha! I'm so happy to see you. Little happy Skelly. Okay, now let's import the spec stuff. Use. Make sure this is all correct. Okay. Okay. Yes. Excellent. Alright, he is Gucci. Off to Orgrimmar we go! To get our boofs. Alright. Boof, 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 boof. Boofy, 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 boof, boof.
For the horde!
for the heart. I did notice, I don't know if it was something Blizzard did or if it's just the way things have been balanced lately, but I did notice that the Alliance has no longer had higher than 10% war mode buff. And it's been that way for quite a while, despite the slight decline in subs lately, which is unusual because they never go down to 10. They're always at 15 or higher. That's just the way it's been for... Did I not fix that? Well, since it came out. Because there is more Horde PvPers in North American servers, at least. I don't know how it is for EU, but for NA, there's more Horde PvPers in open world than there is in Alliance, which is interesting. So... kind of interesting. Not that I'm complaining, that technically makes my job easier for leveling tests because it makes it the same across the board. And I don't have to be as choosy with factions unless it's a zone that does have differences between the factions. Because not all of them do. Some do and some don't. So, I don't know. I don't know if Blizzard was just like, 10%. You guys are never gonna even out here. So let's just make the buff fair. Kind of interesting. Hello, Blick. Welcome. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? Alright. Get this boyo his boof. On my way too big of a mount. These are really big mounts. Whoops. Right. Need my ticket. Ugh. Ticket, please. Thank you. There we are. Excellent. Here we go. Boof acquired. And now he is ready. I'm so looking forward to it. The thing, too, is, like, I'm not just looking forward to, like, the leveling or the buff itself, but I'm looking forward to playing a variety of classes again for leveling, and also leveling in Threads of Fate with Ardenweald and Revendreth. Haven't been able to level in those anymore because they don't have Threads of Fate anymore, but I still have characters that are in Threads of Fate from that time period, so I can do that. Alright, last account. We're switching accounts here. Nobody panic. You don't see a Kraken back there. You don't see anything. It's totally normal. I'm not watching you. You're fine. Come on. Play, please. There it goes. Oh. Perfect. Okay. Hello, Ophelia. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. Gotta lurk now, making dinner now. We'll have a good time with dinner, Dabs. Thank you for the lurk. As I choke on my coffee. Alright. Let's see here. Your bags are good. Your heirlooms are good. Just need to set up your spec. Import, back up to the top of the list. Fury. Fury. Oakley dokley. Okay, okay. Let's, get rid of my old macros. Import the new ones. Okay. And fix the icons. This is a new account. I have like no general macros. Okay. go. Up all the way at the top. Boop. And this one. And this one. All the way at the top. There we go. Okay, he's good. Alright. Off to Stormwind we go. Off we go to get our boofs. Doodly doody doo. Excellent. Ah, right. Let's open up HMP here. It's on. Yes, correct. Let's turn on war mode. Okay. Good there. I probably need to fix my tracking. But we'll find out when we get down there. Because not all of my characters need it fixed on them for some reason. But that's okay. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like he needs his fixed. Good. Off we go. Right. HMP. Gossip. 1. There we go. Perfect. Onwards. To go get our boofs. This character though. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Where is my hearth set? Trade district? Yeah, that's fine. This is not one from Shadowlands. He's newer. So he needs chromie time. Yeah. This boyo needs the chromie time. Here we are. Beautiful. Okay. Now get me lovely boof. Yes. Beautiful. Buff acquired. Back to Stormwind. We'll go turn on the chromie time real quick. I haven't been turning on chromie time because if you turn on chromie time, it messes up Threads of Fate. If you still have characters in it, the scaling gets out of whack and doesn't scale properly because they never finished it. Which is why, in my opinion, they actually didn't finish. Or why they turned off chromie time for leveling. Not chromie time, Threads of Fate for leveling because they ran out of time. Not because they necessarily actually wanted to. They just wouldn't admit it. There we go. Okay, he's good now. It's still rested down here. Excellent. Okay. Let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got quite a few on this one. Okay, okay. We have more 50s on this account than I thought. I must have transferred quite a few to it. So if I'm gonna have another account, then it's gonna be useful. Not just gonna sit there empty. But I did stuff this one full of 10s in preparation for future leveling guide tests. Yep, this is an old alt. Old alt. He needs heirlooms. Head, shoulder, cloak, chest, pants. He's gonna go unholy, so I need two-handed weapon. Ring, neck, trinket. There we go. Okay. Let's grab gliders. I'm gonna have to buy some more of those. Some pots. Let's put your neck in the bank while I'm over here. There we go. Alright, vendor and mog, and then we'll set up your spec. You are in the wrong spec. Here we go. Two-handed sword. Let's pick one of the cool... Yeah! I love these. Legion. Artifacts for the win. Oops, I didn't vendor the stuff. I'm gonna go again. Good night. I'm going swimming tomorrow. Have a good night, Blick, and have fun swimming. I love swimming. That's always a fun activity. So have a good night. Thank you for popping in. See you later. Alright. Now... Oof. He's got a lot of macros stuffed in there, all for some reason. Duplicates, even. Messy, messy character. Clean you up. Switch specs to unholy. Let's grab the import for it. Perfect the moon, though. Okay. Get this boyo all set up here. Here we go. Okay. And unholy. Import my macros. And all that stuff. Excellent. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Fix the icons on all of his macros. Oops. And this one all the way over the top. And that one. Perfect. Okay. Got all those heirlooms on? Yes. Okay. We are good to go. To Stormwind. Stormwind, Stormwind, dee 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 dee. Everybody got quiet. Did you die? Echo, 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 echo. See, I can do my own sound effects. I don't need sound effects. Alright, we got war mode on. Excellent. Now we need Darkmoon Fair. Sorry, Diablo 4 boss. All good, Keck. You're fine. There y'all are. Good. Just making sure I'm still alive. I was like, I'm still alive, right? Just making sure. Oh, no, I just got caught up in some K-pop. Ah, nice. Playing your rogue. Awesome. 2 screens. Fun. Made a Taran rogue. It's hilarious. Taran rogue as outlaw is fabulous because you can use axes. And I put a couple of tomahawks on him. So he's all like epic, like Native American badass Tarans. It's pretty great. Especially with their heritage armor and stuff. Suddenly I remembered I had to prep my rogue for leveling. Some will go long enough to enjoy that buff for a couple of weeks at least. Nice. Well, that's good. At least you, remembered. Especially since the Darkmoon Fair ends tomorrow night. So if y'all wanted to save the buff, this is going away quick. And while the buff will overlap with Darkmoon Fair again, it's obviously not until next month. So, you know, it'll be a while before that comes back. And now I need a cow rogue, damn it. Hey, they look pretty great, especially since the Taran and the High Mountain Taran too, because they can both be rogues now. They have really fun, like, the paint and stuff. The Taran especially, and like the feathers and the beads, and I love the customization on the Taran. I want that they got such a good upgrade on that. I absolutely love it. I need to fix my buttons here. This tracking's all whack. There it is. There we go. Boop. Perfect. Yeah, I get on my other alts too often to make the DMF buff last until the XP event. But my rogue has just been sitting there waiting for it, so might as well. Yeah, might as well on any alts that you know you're not going to touch for a week. Because today's Friday. So in 6 days, I mean, you know, if it's alts, if you can handle not logging into them for 6 days, you're pretty much, you're good there. To save the buff and all that. Yeah, I got a high mountain rogue big hidden. That's adorable. That's cute. I prefer the OG cows because I can make their horns little nubs that barely show. Little itty bitty nubby horns. That's adorable. Oops, I'm sitting on this way too long. We need to go. I wonder if camouflage is taken. Well, now that you've said it, you better hurry up and try. Someone's gonna be like, "Heh heh, it's mine now." Afternoon, Squiddy. Hello, Lithe Vampy. How are you doing? Alright, that one's good. The Lola. Utter madness. Yes. The Taran Rogue and the Legion Class Hall amuses me to no end with the I've always been here. That's right, I forgot they added that NPC. I haven't gone back to check them out. I guess that's the joke. That's awesome. I love that they put that in. Okay, she's got all of her stuff. She's good there. I need to import her Beastmaster. BM. Okay. Oh, I spice up names with accents and umlauts to get my way. Ah, gotcha. Understandable. Yeah, I don't, just because names I like feeling super unique on. So even if a name is taken, I'll just adjust the spelling or something so I don't have to use any accents and such. Okay. Macros. It's been utter madness here today too. One of those days. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Okay, so we're good there. We just need to import. She does have, yeah, all her thingies. Use. Okay. That one. And this one. And that one. And that one. Okay. Her bags are good already, so off to Storm we go. Perfect. What's the present time add-on? Present time. Oh, this is for Chromie time. That is a weak aura that tells me what phase of Chromie time I'm into, or if I have it on or not. Present time means I don't have Chromie time on. So, it's a weak aura. Which is really handy because for some reason Chromie time does not have a buff or any indication of if you have it on or not unless you go check the level scaling bracket on the zones on the overworld map. That's the only way to know. It's silly. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. And as someone who frequently does leveling testing and I need to know whether I'm in Chromie time or not, having to refer to it constantly was really irritating. Where are we at here? I have a female priest named Zorsister. Huh, interesting. I do it because I named my main after my actual name, Saga, and my first alts followed the same pattern of 4 letters. Second letter being a wovel with an accent. Interesting. That's always fun to do. Adjusting spelling is how I end up with names like Zulera, Zulataria, and the last resort, Zuvazi. It is a rare that Zula is available. Totally understandable. I like to make unique names for each of my alts. I know, I'm weird, but I don't usually do the same name adjusted, redone across all its character type of thing. So Saga is my Shadow Priest, and my Holy Priest is Holy, as an example. Interesting. Very cool, very cool. I just checked which dungeons show up in the LFG thingy. Yeah, that'd be, I guess, another way you could look. But yeah, like, we shouldn't have to check that every time to know whether we're in Chromie time or not. Like, come on. Wish they had a weak guard to let you know if you're in the past or present zones that you can do that in. You mean like, for the Zadormi zones? Like the, like Tears Fall if it's past or present? There might be one out there. I don't know if there's a way to track that, though. Pronounced as ex or sister. Gotcha. If present, BFA, otherwise it's whatever expansion I picked. Yeah, exactly. Vowel, wovel, English hard, bruh. Oh, a vowel. I was like, what's a wovel? That must be from a different language. I wasn't judging. You could have told me it was from a different language and I would have believed you. Yes, those. I'm sorry, my brain is ugh right now. It's okay. I managed to translate. I gotcha. We good. I was for a bit the same name thing, but now it's just one or two that have it. Usually my main, and the rest are unique. But I play so many different games, I've had to come up with a few. Yeah, totally understandable. Totally understandable. Okay. Well, he's speaking Vampanese. It would seem so. I am fluent in mumble, drunk, slur, and various other languages that are hard to speak. It's okay. If I can get the gist out of what you're saying, we're good. We're on the same page. Okay. Beast Mastery. I'm fluent in sarcasm. There's another good one. There's another good one. And sarcasm can be especially hard to master in the written form. Well, in type, I guess. Type font. Since nobody writes physically anymore these days. I still do, but you know. Okay. I like punny names too, though, so I have a set of cool punny, just thematic names I use as well. Awesome. Taran Druid is Mookin, because of course it is. Cute. I think I only have a couple of characters that have punny names. And the ones that kind of do are technically gnomes, so they're not actually punny. So like Gearfizzle or Pixie Whittles, it's their last name. It's not like... thank you Star Blue Mel for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I don't think I really have any punny names, if that's the case. I don't think the gnome game names really count. If I could speak English here, jeez. Troll Shaman is Thunder Troll, that sort of thing. Nice. Okay, use. There we go. Alright. Made a warlock named Gargamael. That sounds kinda cool. Very nice, very nice. Bank Goblin. Oh, wow. Now, you guys are affecting me. I can't speak English anymore. I guess it has been 2 hours. That's probably why my mouth is getting tired. We're pretty much at time here. But we'll get this all done and then we'll call it good. Goldilocks, though. That's awesome. From the Smurfs. Ah, I thought that name sounded familiar. That name, yeah, I haven't seen the Smurfs like the OG Smurfs since I was a kid. Smurf Wizard 2, that's awesome. I did say English hard, did I not? You did indeed. But I was speaking English. Whatever that is. Okay, so she's good. She needs pots. Pots, 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 pots. Okay. Off to Stormwind we go. Winging it-ish. There you go. That's the best one. I almost made a gnome named Dazelle. Rizelle was taken, but alas, she didn't make it off Newbie Island. Aw, rip. That's a cute name, though. Fanger Biter. He's my Worgen warrior who's no longer allowed to be near children. I can guess why. Druid named Substitute. Wow. Did they ever fix Bagnon? I haven't turned off because it was throwing Lua errors. Yeah, they fixed it way back in... quite a while ago now, actually. Yep, it's been working fine for me. Back in 10.05, I think is when they fixed it. So, that one should be good to go for you now. Alright. Got the boof. Yep. Got that. My abilities are good. Let's see. Okay. Yep, because I'm using Bagdon right now. Been working pretty good. They had a temp fix from a fan for launch, and then in 10.05 the original creator was able to fix it because they said they were in the middle of college, so they didn't have a lot of time at the time. Okay. There we go. Hello, Zaratek. I see you throwing stickers at me. Speaking of, before I finish up here, anyone able to use the throwing extension where you can throw like cake and stuff? Broadcast sources offline throwing items still? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to delete that one because I think it broke. It's on. It's working on my end, but you guys can't use it. I'm giving it until Monday before I delete it because it's claiming it's working fine on my end. And if it's just going to be that way, then it's not a good one. I'm going to delete it. So. Because there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. It's on. It says it's working. Because watch, I'll show you on my end here. Let me pull it up. Extension switch. Alright, channel points. Tomato. Yep. Tomato, egg. Latte. Yeah. Let's test it. Browser source. Oh, it says it's here too. Yeah, I think it broke. It broke. It is broke. So, if it's still broken by next Monday, I'm gonna delete it because there's no way I can fix it. It's on in my browser, you just can't see it. So, yeah. That one will go bye-bye. Yeah, just tried, still saying offline. Yeah, it's weird. Time to make my own throw things at streamer extension. It's probably to work on exactly. Valid session, please restart this extension. Also this. Yeah, the only way I can quote-unquote restart it is by deleting it. And then I have to reset up all of the rule sets that I made for it. So, if I'm gonna have to do that like every other week, then that thing ain't sticking around. That's okay. Alright, well, regardless, we are at the end of stream. So, I will see you all later. Here is my schedule. My normal schedule for my normal times. And, I don't stream on the weekends as a reminder, so I'll be back in a couple days, because it is Friday. I have videos to make. I don't technically take days off. I have videos to make. That's what I do on the weekends. So I will see you all next Monday. You have a lovely evening, and I'll, is raid? I wonder if we can raid. I wonder if they fixed raiding yet. Let's try raiding someone. Dead Sandra. They did! They fixed it! Huzzah! We will raid Dead Sandra. Give her my love for me. She's absolutely wonderful, and I hope you all have a fantastic evening. And I will see you guys later! Bye!